you have to admit is that that is what the Bible teaches. And if I'm a fool for believing it, and Christians, if you're a fool for believing it, be foolish still. Because the gospel will never change, because it is the power of God unto salvation. It is the power of God unto salvation. And Christians, you need this gospel and to rely on it more now than ever before. And I know that in every age, God's people are always saying this. But it's important that we always say this, because even whether Christ comes tomorrow, tonight, or if he comes another 1,000 years from now, he's definitely coming for all of us soon. Meaning that your calling card is going to come up. None of us that are here right now are going to be here 100 years from now. So you need to endure. And don't let anybody make you think you're crazy for what you believe. If you're a Christian, hold on to that truth with all your might, because you are going to need it more than you ever thought you were going to need it, especially if what is going on in this earth right now, especially in America, continues. Because it is not going to get any better. These people in power, with them, it is all about money. You can break all this political stuff that's going on in the world and all this disarray and all this confusion, but it's all about money. Christ said, you cannot serve God and mammon. These are the two vying powers on this earth. Money or God. Money or God. What controls your ambitions in this life? And what are your ambitions? Are they to serve Christ, or are they to serve money? Are you constantly obsessed with how you are going to make it? How is a Christian always obsessed with how they are going to make it financially in this world if you know Christ? Money is not evil. People are evil. People are evil. Even Christians will find ways to rationalize sin in their own lives. The key thing is, everybody, not to let money control you. It is the love of the money, the love of power, the love of fame, the love of glory, the love of feeling that you are actually influencing someone in the social media world we live in right now. Put your thoughts on Christ and Him alone. It is all you're going to have, and it's all you're going to need. Don't let people rob you of your soul, for they cannot grant you any kind of a life. They can't tell you, all of these people who mock gospel, who mock Christ, they can't tell you what your hope for the future should be. The word of God is foolishness to those who are perishing. So if you are a person who thinks the Bible is foolishness, that the word of God is foolishness, you are revealing to the rest of us that you are among those who are perishing. And just wait. Your time is coming. You laugh now. Laugh now. Scorn, mock, tease, ridicule. You do it now. and you enjoy it for what it's worth, because the Lord is coming for you, just as he's coming for me and all of us. He's done what he had to do at the cross. He came here to bear a cross. But when he comes back, he's coming back wearing that crown. And it will be all business. All business. Christ, when he was 12 years old, said, don't you know that I'm about my Father's business? When he comes back, he's still going to be about his Father's business. You better recognize this. I'm telling you, you better recognize this. Sinners, if you don't know Christ right now and you're listening, on the small hope of an opportunity that you are listening, I'm telling you right now, you think that life is going to give you some kind of cherry on top. It is not. The only thing that's coming for you is an eternal flame. An eternal. One that you don't have to go to. You don't have to. Why gamble with your soul? Why gamble with your soul? Some of you struggle in your lives, financially or otherwise. And you want to make things last so that you can find a way to come out of these situations that you're in. But you don't go throw the whole nest egg and hope that you will win the big prize. If you only have $1,000 in your bank account, you're not going to go to the local grocery store and spend all $1,000 on lottery tickets. That would be stupid. This is what people are doing with their souls. Those who are perishing, the gospel is foolishness. And God has turned the wisdom of this world into foolishness. So if we would become believers, we have to become fools for Christ in order to be saved by the power of his gospel. It goes on. Paul says in verse 21, in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21, the apostle says, For since in the wisdom of God, the world through wisdom did not know God. Listen to this. For since in the wisdom of God, the world through wisdom did not know God. This is what Paul is saying. He's saying that it is in God's wisdom, through his wisdom, he has made it impossible through worldly wisdom